Hey, what's going on, guys? So on Friday, I was able to make $540. I did this trading Meta to the short side. In this video, I'm going to be going over how I was able to find that trade and how I was able to take my executions and how I managed my risk. So I'm going to go over all of that. And guys, as you guys can see, we have Squidward up there. So that's Risk Manager Squidward. He kind of looks at me like that when I'm doing something dumb or I'm not respecting my stop loss. So I think everyone should have someone like Squidward in their life. So anyways, make sure you guys watch the entirety of this video so you can get the real value from it. So without further ado, let's hop on to the charts. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, I have Meta pulled up here. So there were some key levels for Meta that I was watching, and I'm going to explain to you guys why I took the trades I took. And yeah, so before I actually go over the charts on Meta, I'm going to show you guys an economic report that was released on Friday that kind of gave me a short bias for the day. So we can see non-farm payrolls was released on Friday. And non-farm payrolls, it tells us the amount of people that were hired in the previous month, excluding farming jobs. So this result came back and it showed that 142,000 people were hired, but the expectation was 164,000. So a negative 20,000 compared to the expectation. And that kind of tells us that the jobs market is kind of cooling down. And I knew that investors would not see that as a great thing. So I already had a bias that we could be a little bit short. We could be a little bit negative on the day. So I'm going to pull up my TradeZella really quick. So as you guys can see, I was able to make $540 on the day. And if we select this, we can see I took two trades. The first one was on Meta, 440%. And I actually held two different positions, and I made $100 on a put position there as well. 26% for the first trade, and then 7% for the second trade. I was holding them at the same time. I just bought two different contracts. So anyways, now let's go back to the charts for Meta. So there was a key level here for Meta that I was very interested in, and that was the 524 zone. So this is the 524, 525 zone up here. We can see this was an old, here, we'll make this green so we know it's support. So this was an old demand zone here for Meta that we recently broke below. So we broke below this level, and this level has acted kind of as a resistance level for Meta. We struggled to break above this. So my idea was, if Meta can come up to this level, I'm going to see if buyers step in. If buyers step in, they need to do something like this, where they break through this level with strength and hold this 526 and continue higher. And if I don't see something like this, then my expectation is that sellers are here and that we can start trending down from here. My second trade idea would be, hey, if we can come down to these lower levels, are we going to see some weakness around here and start trending down? Are we going to break 510 and start trending down? So I kind of build a trade idea so I know what I'm looking forward to, so there aren't any surprises when the markets actually open up. So I'm going to go to a 5-minute time frame, and let's actually go to 9:30 in the morning. Alrighty, so right now, so I guess that's about 8 o'clock in the morning. So as you guys can see, when that news report was released at 8:30, so we can see that report came out at 8:30, and that was a negative report. But as you can see, the market started to trend higher. And in my mind, and I posted this in our group as well, where I said this kind of seems like manipulation, but the truth is it's not really manipulation, but it's more of a liquidity grab. If the markets want to go shorter, they need to grab those sell orders that are at the higher levels that can allow them to push it down. So I expected, okay, markets are trying to go towards 524 so they can grab those sell orders that are sitting there and reject off of this area and start to come down. So I set an alert right here at that 524 zone right here. So when we reach this area, I can enter my short position. So I'm going to show you guys, and I think this happened right when markets opened up. So as you guys can see on the 1 minute time frame, markets opened up and they started to test that 524 area, and then we seen this strong rejection candle right there, and that is where I entered my trade right there. I think I got in around 523, and my first target was right here at 514. So that was my first target at the next demand zone, and if we seen some weakness around that area, then my next level to take profits would be around 510, and if we seen a lot of weakness, then I would continue to hold around 502. And as I'll show you guys, I did not follow through with that plan completely. So if we keep playing this, we can see we came eventually down to that 514, 515 area, but then Meta started to see some consolidation around this area. So it started to show some consolidation around this area, and this is where I took my profits, because the way I seen it was, hey, buyers are stepping in. We're seeing some wicks around these areas. So we're seeing some wicks come in around these areas. That tells me buyers might be here, and if they want, they do have the potential to push this thing back higher, and I don't want to give up my profits due to that. So I ended up taking my profits, and looking at the grand scheme of things, yeah, Meta definitely was not able to hold that level. It held it for a little bit, but it broke through. Then as you guys can see, it rejected, or it broke through the next demand zone. It even broke through this demand zone as well. So Meta looks extremely weak, a very, very red day. But all of this came from, so let's see, from the highs. So from the highs of 524.66, Meta dropped up to 5%. So guys, the lesson that we take from this is that even when the markets look bearish, it looks like there's negative sentiment, it looks bearish, and when we see that pop up higher and it feels like, oh, there's some manipulation going on, what's happening here, we need to be looking where is the areas of liquidity, because the market is most likely just trying to go there so it can grab that liquidity, grab those sell orders, and start to go lower. So I played off that trade today, made $540. I'm very grateful. It could have been a lot more if I held a little longer, but we need to be grateful, take our profits, and move on. So my predictions for next week is I think the markets look pretty weak. So if we go to ES really quick, so I have this tab open where is market sentiment. If we go to ES, we dropped over 1.68%. So we dropped over 1.5%. And as you guys can see, the markets did the same exact thing that Meta did. It opened up very green, but all it did was come to this supply level, reject it, and start to come lower. And now we are breaking below even this key level. So this 54.30 level right here that I had on watch, we're starting to break below that level as well. And what I will be looking for coming into Monday is some more weakness. So I'm looking to see, are we going to come higher? So are we going to come higher and start testing this area and reject? That is the trade idea that I like, because sellers are in control now. Alrighty guys, so that is all for this video. I hope you guys took something valuable from this. And if you did, make sure you hit a like. If you have any questions, comment them down below. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. And guys, every trade that I take, or almost every trade that I take, I try to alert it the time that I am taking and the trades that I am looking at. I post that in our private group on skool.com. The link is the first one in the description below. So hopefully we see you there. And that is all for this video. Thank you guys again for watching, and peace out.